Welcome to today's edition of Georgia Sports Daily, your source for news and information on the Georgia Bulldogs. Today is Tuesday, November 23rd, and I'm Dana McGaugh for GeorgiaDogs.com. Monday afternoon, the Georgia football team returned to the Woodruff practice fields as they gear up to take on the in-state rivalry Georgia Tech this Saturday. We caught up with head coach Mark Richt following Monday's practice. Let's take a look at what he had to say. Sunday afternoon, your Georgia Lady Dogs broke out their pink uniforms for their annual Pink Out game. The Dogs rolled over the Crimson Tide 81-54. Here are all of your highlights from Sunday's action.
Remember, you can find that entire men's basketball practice report right here on GTV. And be sure to check back later tonight as we'll have full highlights as well as live audio from tonight's matchup against Georgia Tech. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this year's first episode of Inside Georgia Basketball with head coach Mark Fox. Now tomorrow on GTV, we have a look at head football coach Mark Richt and head basketball coach Mark Fox giving back to the community at J.J. Harris Elementary School. But here's a short clip. Dana McGaugh here at Foley Field, where Wednesday night your Georgia baseball team defeated Charleston Southern for the second straight night in a row. The final score of tonight's game 3-2. Here are all your highlights from Wednesday's action. And yesterday, junior tennis player Will Spencer won the singles title at the ITA Southeast Regional, earning him an automatic bid to the ITA National Indoor Championships November 4th through the 7th. Thursday night, your Georgia women's basketball team took home a big win against the Kentucky Wildcats, 69-51 the final score. Let's go ahead and check out your highlights from Thursday's win. Welcome to the Georgia Football Practice Report. I'm Dana McGaugh here at the Woodruff practice fields. And following practice today, we caught up with wide receiver Rentavious Wooten. Here's a look at that interview. Don't forget to check out the rest of that episode of Brainstorm right here on GTV. And also on GTV today, we sat down with women's golf coach Kelly Hester to talk about the upcoming Liz Murphy Invitational. Here's a short clip. I'm Dana McGaugh here at Stegman Coliseum, where over the weekend both of your Georgia basketball teams hosted SEC rivals. We'll get to those matchups in just a moment, but first, some sad news for the Bulldog Nation. Friday morning, Georgia mascot Big Bad Bruce, known to many as UGA 8, passed away due to complications from lymphoma. And last but not least, your Georgia baseball team will kick off their series against Mississippi State starting at 6:30 tonight. GTV will have live video coverage of that game. And that's all for today's edition of Georgia Sports Daily. Be sure to check back to GTV throughout the weekend for all your latest news and updates on your favorite Georgia teams. For GeorgiaDogs.com, I'm Dana McGaugh. Have a great weekend, Georgia fans. One of the great things about the annual G-Day game is that fans get multiple chances to see some of their favorite former Bulldogs return to Sanford Stadium. First with the annual alumni flag football game, which players say is great, just a return to be between the hedges.
Oh man, this is the best day ever, man. A good way to start the spring 2011 season off, man. It's a great opportunity to come out here and play with the old school players and some of the young school players. We just having a lot of fun out here. Got to play to win, man. Here at Georgia, it's all about winning. There's nothing else. You can't lose. It's all about bragging rights. Last year I won this game. I want to win it again this year too.
It's fun though, I think that's the key for most guys coming back here is having a good time, getting a chance to see old guys again. Oh yeah, no matter what, it's Bulldog Nation. I think that's what most guys that once they leave, they still feel a part of it. We got a lot of people that reach out to us, through via, internet, letters, whatever. It's just that, they try and keep all the guys together.
And this year marks the start to a new tradition here in Sanford Stadium with the Halftime Quarterback Challenge, where former quarterbacks return to compete back in Sanford Stadium. This year they competed to raise money for the JT Fund.
We had a great time, a bunch of guys out here, and it's fun to watch G-Day, see these guys, see what we're going to be next year. Oh, it's awesome. Anytime we can help out and have fun doing it, it's the best. And, my thoughts and prayers go out to them, and, hopefully we can get a little bit better from this.
It was actually fun. I tell you, it's been a long time since I've thrown a ball out on this field. And to be able to come out here at halftime, just have fun with the guys. And I'll tell you what, those drills are hard, though. I mean, throwing it 40 yards in a bucket this big, I'm just like a dad now with 2 kids. Not something I do every day, but it was a lot of fun. Good to be with the guys. Good to get the crowd into it. It was fun.